Shauna Noel with Illustrated Faith, and I just wanted to kind of go over the monthly devotional that we're working on this month and my entries into it. So this month it is 25 prompts with verses and themes, all to focus on the reason for the season, which is Jesus, of course, and the wonderful gifts that he gives us, including hope, which is our first prompt. I wanted to kind of show you how simple I'm keeping these entries. So for this one, I'm just using like a little cutout, a stamp, a couple little stickers. I love those star stamps, like love them. And then I'm using the Christmas stamp to kind of mark that this is my Christmas entry. I'm also really loving this little charm I picked up from Dayspring, and I'll make sure to link that in the description of the video. But it is so super cute, and I just kind of like it as a reminder, especially during this Christmas season. I love it like peeking out my Bible, and it has two sides. So the first side is walk in the light, and then the other side is abide in him. And I love it. I'm going to probably put it on a different string, but for right now I have it on the little hemp string that it comes on. And then in my entry, again, I'm just keeping it really simple. I'm loving this process. I love the Illustrated Faith Christmas line with this all the prompts and all the little bits. So at the top here I put like the number strip and then the number 2, but I don't necessarily, like, I'm not as strict, I guess, as I was on the Christmas or the Thanksgiving entries where I kind of had a very specific format. This one kind of changes with each one. I mean, they're kind of similar in that I always use the prompt word, so for like hope, you know, that sort of thing. But other than that, I kind of allow myself some freedom there. I think the star stamps do show up on every single entry though, because I do really love those. And I'm just having a lot of fun with it. One thing that you will notice is, like, here I use transparencies from the Print and Pray shop, so I'll make sure to link in there. So those you can just print out either on sticker paper or transparency paper, that sort of thing. And again, the number strip at the bottom to kind of circle the day. So that way later when I'm flipping through these pages, I can kind of recognize where in the season I was. The date also does that, but I just think it's kind of fun to do. These are also from the Print and Pray shop from Brianna's Advent series, which if you haven't picked that up is amazing. Like, I love it so much. And again, I put that little hope at the bottom. I kind of love how it hugs different elements. And then light was the prompt for that day, along with some journaling, just keeping it really easy. Again, one of the things I hear most is like, I definitely don't have time during Christmas to do this, but to me it's really important. And so these entries, as you can see, are super simple. And I'm not spending a lot of time on them. I'm adding a little doodad, and I'm adding the prompt, and I'm adding some journaling, but then that's about it. And so that way it's really staying focused on reading his word, soaking it in, praying over that, and not worrying too much about like the end product of the page or trying to recreate the wheel each time, I guess. Here I'm using a card from Amen Paper Company from their Advent last year, I think it was, or 2 years ago, and I just love that it kind of went with the other side of my page where I painted the ocean. And so again, it's just kind of about thinking, you know, what kind of goes and what inspires you and that sort of thing. So I wanted to do another entry with you guys here. So this is where we'll enter the process part of the video. And I had printed out these super cute trees from Brave Little Tailor, and I just printed them on transparencies, and then I thought it'd be fun just to kind of paint a really rough tree underneath, and then when you lay the transparency on top, it would give it the structure and outline, which I thought was super fun. So you don't even have to be like an amazing artist, like you can just plop down some paint and call it a day. And it's fun to kind of play with different elements and really kind of make it your own. I think that's what this does. So there I just painted some paint, and then I just hit it with the heat gun really quick so that I can not be forever on the video, but you could just let it naturally dry. And then I just use adhesive on top of it. And so you can kind of see the transparency outline, especially because I have the studio lights on in the video, but in person it just is so fun and just seamless, and I love it so much. It's great. So again, I'm going to use the prompt for this week, which is love, and then whatever prompt Melody directs us from there. And it's just kind of fun to, I love the very simple prompts and then how she kind of breaks it down each week and gives us a direction for each day. And I love how Melody shares about this all-knowing God and how God knows every single thing about us. The numbers of hair on our head, every thought that we've ever had, every desire, our hearts, our pain, our everything. And he loves us no matter what. And to me, that is just awe-inspiring. And I just it's unimaginable that someone knows not only the parts that we allow to kind of shine and be out there and for other people to see, but he knows even the parts that we try to hide. And he loves us, like, even though of all those things, like, he loves every little bit of us. And that's just, like, I don't love every bit of me. Like, so that someone does is just amazing. And I think that it's hard to even wrap our brains and minds and hearts around that idea. But by taking little steps, and documenting that through Bible journaling or singing or praising or prayer and acknowledging that, it is helpful. And that through little steps we can better understand our Father and better understand his amazing love and better understand the depth in which he loves us. And I think that that's beautiful. And that's what I love about doing Bible journaling daily, is that it really allows me to get to know him bit by bit every day better and better. And I think that knowing God and loving God and understanding his love for us can't be understood unless we are daily looking at him and focusing on him and praying with him and being in a relationship with him. If we try and say, okay, today's the day I'm going to try to get to know God better, and we do it for a day, and then, a week later we go back to it, I think that's really hard. And I think that we don't really understand him. Just like with any relationship, the more we are daily engaging, that is how we can grow through it and understand it and nurture it. And it's just amazing to see for me. I know Bible journaling has been an interesting process the past couple months. So typically a Bible lasts me about a year. And I was just telling Jonathan, my husband, that I will have been in this Bible for 6 months at the end of December. And I think that it will be time for a new one already, which is just like, wow, God, because before I would not even crack open a Bible very often. Now to know that 6 months and I'm like, my Bible is just overflowing with these lessons I've learned from him is amazing to me. And I'm just like so in awe of him. So as you can see, I've done my title and some journaling and just reflection. And this is where it's really simple, is then I just add those little bits that I've added to those other entries. So the Christmas with the date and like the little stars that kind of brings it all together for me. And it's just super simple, you guys. I think I fast forward this video so it's about twice as fast as it actually is, so you're not here for like ever. But overall, in reality, this entry took me 15 minutes. And so, like I said, I always tell people you have the time, like I promise you. Actually, 14 minutes, because when I sped it up, it took 7 minutes. So we all have 14 minutes to give to him. Like, we have the whole day to give to him. Because of him, we have this time. And so I really want you guys to encourage, especially like as we head into 2017, to set that burden aside that we don't have enough time. Because it's a lie. And I don't want to, like, we're not going to feed into that lie anymore. So you guys can do it. Just keep it simple. Keep it focused on him, and don't focus on comparison games or, the end product. Just focus on that time with him and enjoy it. Like, just enjoy it like a small child would be, look at what I did. It's so fun, and we had this time together. That's what's important. And so I hope you guys are having just the most amazing Christmas season of Advent and focusing on him, and just really allow yourselves to enjoy this time of worship and see what he has for you. Like, especially as we end up this year, like, let's focus on what he has for us in the next year and be open to it. So my final step is always kind of adding that tab at the top, and I use the stamp that's included in the stamp set. It says like lovely, hopeful, those sort of things, and that way when I look at the tabs, I can see like a connection between all the entries I did for each prompt. And it also keeps it like super simple. And I use the Christmas collection from Illustrated Faith and Bella Boulevard, which works really well all together. And then of course a little washi tape at the end, because let's face it, it's just always better with a little washi, right, guys? I know you're with me on that. I tried to kind of play around with these little stars for a moment here, but ended up just to keep it simple and save those stars for another day. I love them so much. I keep trying to use them, but I think they're just waiting for like this one entry or something. So again, I hope you guys are enjoying the season. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and thank you again so much for joining us for another wonderful devotional month, and I cannot wait to share with you what we have in store for 2017. Bye!